Well, I hope that this works. Can you hear me, Carolina?
Yes.
Okay, let's see if it transitions on the other side over here. Hopefully everybody can hear us. Hello,
Hello,
everybody.
everyone. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
It worked. Did you guys like the countdown? Can you hear me, Carolina? Oh, I can't hear my reverb here. There we go. What do you guys think? We're getting all professional over here.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody doing? Okay, you can hear us. Awesome.
Tired.
I swear, I feel like we're on a delay though. I don't know. I feel like definitely the chat is on a delay with us. So,
Well, I mean, it's on the screen, so.
yeah, I'm hoping um I'll look at this one and try to keep up. Try to keep up with the little videos I have for you guys too. But hey, so yeah, hubby's here, Carolina's here. We are going to start talking
Monty.
about Marilyn soon.
Hey, Monty.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday.
I don't know where we came up with this, but I just started looking at different conspiracy theories and stuff, and Marilyn came to my mind. I don't know why. So I wanted to just discuss a little bit about her. A lot of you guys are very young. You don't even know who she is, probably. Like Carolina, she didn't know who Warren Beatty was today.
That's not nice.
Too young, I'll tell you. Well, what do you remember about Marilyn? Go ahead, Carolina, you start it. What do you remember about her?
She was a actress.
Hmm.
Um, I know she was married several times to Joe DiMaggio.
Hmm.
For those who don't know, he played for the Yankees. Um, she had an affair with the two brothers, the Kennedy brothers.
Yep.
I know she sang for the president. I know that. I don't, and I guess that's when they were introduced because she was invited to go sing for him, and then the affair started from there. And that she apparently died from a drug overdose.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you have the basics. You definitely have the
Yeah, the
basics.
basics. Yeah.
And Marilyn definitely had mental illness. She was abused, I know, by her mother, and I don't think she ever really knew her father or who he was and never met him. I think this is how it was, but I do know she had some mental illness going on. They also said that she was possibly a genius, believe it or not. But she played this character because she knew it was going to make her money, and she played the dumb blonde kind of thing. But she was very much abused back then. The casting couch, as they called it. She was passed around quite a bit at a very young age, and that's how she got her first roles. So if you watch a couple of her documentaries, there's a few, and movies. Yes, on Netflix, exactly. There's one on Netflix. I think there's one on Hulu. There's a few. Watch them. 'Em. They're very interesting. One in particular, they actually did a movie on her, and it was sad. I mean, it literally showed that the guys were, when she was young, abusing her on the casting couch. So she knew what she was kind of getting into, but they definitely took advantage of her. And then she just had failed relationship after failed relationship. She got involved with the mafia. She did do some people in the mafia too. So they kind of passed her around over there too. Now you wouldn't think that. She's a glamorous, beautiful, intelligent woman, and yet she sold her soul to the devil, pretty much. So I know a lot about, what I've watched of her. She was a singer, actress. She was even a writer. She definitely did a lot, but the men really kind of pushed her down. So we'll keep going. Hubby, what do you remember about her?
To be honest, in my younger years, I never knew the dark side of her story. I only knew her as, the starlet.
Glamorous actress. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. I had no idea until recent years, even. You'd see her on posters and references and commercials on television, and it's just amazing what she was hiding that whole time.
Hmm. And she was on a lot of drugs. She definitely did a lot. Then in the end, they're saying that it was sleeping pills that did it. My theory is that the brothers did it because she had way too much information that could definitely bring both of those brothers down, and they wanted to silence her. So they said either the mafia helped out because they were kind of in the mafia a little bit, they had some connections. So either they did it or those 2 did it. It's not a suicide. There's no way. There's no way she did that. I don't think so. Yes, she was depressed, but I don't think so. I don't
So
think
I,
so.
I got a slightly different slant. What if, knowing that now how intelligent she likely was, what if she figured out she was smarter than all these other people and she was manipulating them somehow and held information that was dangerous to them?
Mhm. Yeah.
It didn't have to be sexual. It didn't have to be relationship related. She could have been storing information in overheard conversations or anything.
Well, yeah,
And
political. You're right.
True.
that would make everyone suspect,
Mhm.
stars included.
And people know what happened because if you watch the last one that I'm pretty sure it is on Netflix, where this guy was trying to write a book and trying to figure out what happened, he was calling these people from back then that knew her, that were friends with her, and they said, "Just let it lie, just leave it alone. I'm not saying anything because I don't want to be involved." Well, wait a minute. If she committed, unalived herself, then what's this about? Why are these
Mhm.
people saying this stuff? Like, I don't want to say anything, and It's like, there's more to this story for sure.
I
For
wouldn't
sure.
be surprised if there was maybe a single party that actually carried it out, but I'm gonna say at minimum, it's likely there were other parties that were complacent. They
Mhm.
knew something was gonna happen and they let it happen
Yep,
because it was to their benefit too.
yep. And her if you look on the picture, guys, that's her grave right there, and as I say it all the time, leave her alone. They visit her grave daily on TikTok. Those TikTokers are trying to make money off of her like crazy, so you constantly see her grave. Now, next to her is, Hugh Hefner. He made sure to get a plot right next to her. Plot, whatever, a little wall right next to her. But she is probably one of the most visited graves in Hollywood Cemetery. I think it was Kennedy's. Me too, Lisa, 100%, 100%. I have a video for you guys if you wanna watch it. It is on Marilyn. Just a little bit, we'll check it out. It's only 2 minutes long, so I'm gonna play that for you guys. We are on a delay, so kinda work with us here, but I'm gonna try it right now. Let's see what we get. Might be a little loud. Watch your volumes.
Marilyn Monroe,
See, it's
the
not gonna play
golden
yet, so
girl
we're
of
on a
Hollywood,
delay.
leaves behind a
Our
glittering
side,
and
it's
tragic
playing,
legend.
but
Presentation to the Queen of
maybe I
England.
can rewind it and get with them.
Marilyn
Hold on, guys,
Monroe,
it's coming
the
up.
gold- Marilyn
How would I just mute it? Oh, there. Ready? Here we go.
Marilyn Monroe, the golden girl of Hollywood, leaves behind a glittering and tragic legend. Presentation to the Queen of England was but one climax in a life that began drearily as an unwanted child and ended in a lonely, self-inflicted death 36 years later. A queen in her own realm of entertainment, she was the only woman known the world over by her 2 initials. A tour of army bases in Korea in 1954 brought GIs the beauty and vivacity that made her an undisputed symbol in her time. As soldiers adored her, so did men wherever in the world her films were played, and that was everywhere. Yet for all the happiness this bubbling comedienne brought into the lives of millions, she was seldom able to find it lastingly for herself. Her second marriage to baseball hero Joe DiMaggio lasted less than a year, though he remained one of her most devoted and protective friends. Playwright Arthur Miller was her last husband and wrote her last completed film, but the marriage failed. Miss Monroe came often to New York, and whenever she made a personal appearance, her fans saw only the exuberant, carefree image she projected on the screen.
As the sun rose over Los Angeles, California, on the morning of August 5th, 1962, word had already spread that something was amiss at 12305 Fifth Helena Drive.
This is the secluded Spanish cottage in the exclusive Brentwood section of Los Angeles, where actress Marilyn Monroe died, but with sleeping pills near her bed.
The most famous woman on the planet was suddenly gone. The blonde bombshell, a sex symbol like no other. The film goddess was dead at 36. Her life and death would become an industry built on wish fulfillment, opportunism, and wild speculation. Was it an accident, a suicide, or was she murdered by the CIA, the mafia, President John F. Kennedy, or his brother, the Attorney General?
Marilyn was killed by aliens from outer space. Marilyn was killed by Bobby Kennedy suffocating her. There are so many different stories.
The police report noted that on the nightstand there were about 15 bottles of medication, including a bottle of Nembutal, which should have contained about 50 pills.
Okay. I know there's a delay. You guys could talk. It's so weird that there's such a long delay, though. They can hear us, though, I'm pretty sure. Right, guys? You can hear us? We're just waiting for the next scene to come up on the computer. So what'd you think of that?
Well, my first reaction to that would be right at the end there when they said, was it this one, was it this one, was it this one? And I think my answer would be yes.
Okay. To all of
Yeah.
them, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like they all had their hand in the pot.
Yes. Yep. Chad agrees. See? Exactly. Awesome. Yeah, we're still on a little bit of a delay. It's kind of weird. But yeah, it's so sad. That's a sad story, especially that, she was just trying to be an actress and trying to do her best, and all those men just abused her. Her whole life, she was abused. That Joe DiMaggio too, he used to beat her. He was so jealous. He loved her, but yet he was jealous really bad. And that's why they couldn't make it. And I think I'm pretty positive that they forced her to have abortions also. I think there was at least 2 or 3 that she had to have done. So she went through hell,
It's horrible.
but I still feel like it was the Kennedy brothers that did it. I just do. And they do so many spirit box sessions supposedly with her, and I'm like, a lot of them are just using her name and stuff to get money, and it's sad because even now they're still doing it, trying to profit off of her.
It's recognition by proxy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody recognizes Marilyn, so I must be important because I'm hosting something with Marilyn.
Yeah.
Mhm. Very sad. What do you guys think? I don't know much more about Marilyn.
Well, I mean, it's interesting though because if say she did overdose on pills, she didn't vomit or anything. People usually vomit.
Sometimes. They
Hmm.
found her in bed, so she was in her own bed. They actually have a death picture of her. I don't know if it's real. It looks like her, but she looks like her face is very bruised and not right. It almost looks like she was like a pillow was over her face, like that guy said in the video. And I'm like, if you give her enough pills and then you put a pillow over her face, she wouldn't vomit. She would keep it all in probably. I don't know. Like suffocation and pills.
Wouldn't they find that out on the autopsy though?
I don't know. I mean, did she even have an autopsy? Because they labeled it as a suicide right away.
There's a couple of ways of looking at that. If they did, somebody could have gotten paid off.
True.
If they did not, they could have just said, "Oh, it's clearly suicide," and if there's enough important people that wants it to be that, it's going to stay that.
Exactly.
It's possible they just let it go because it happened a lot during that time to people in the limelight.
Yeah, and she was 34. I should have a thing up, and I'm sorry, I should have something up. I think she was 34.
Very, very young anyway.
Not unless they paid them off. Yeah, well, back then, shit. But even that casting director guy said, he goes, it wasn't about the money back then, it was about the sex with them. and now it's more about the money. That's why it's changed so much dramatically. I'm like, wow. And he admits he was involved in doing the casting director shit, casting couch.
I
But
mean, a lot of starlets back then were pass arounds. There wasn't really a union to protect them.
No,
no,
Um,
and very young too. At like
yeah,
15, Judy Garland, she was one of
yeah.
them. They
I was
gave her
about to say
drugs to
that.
stay awake. Yeah,
Yeah,
to
when
do
she
the Wizard of
was,
Oz.
yeah, exactly. She was abused pretty early on.
it's
Mm-hmm.
basically
Um,
a legal film mafia at that time.
yeah. Same thing with the actress that did Shirley Temple.
Mm-hmm.
As a young kid, they used to feed her drugs too. I don't know. We had to keep filming. Um, it was a crooked time back then. I think because they had the money, it can be all hush hush until now.
Yeah, definitely different times now.
And
Yeah,
forensic
no,
science
yeah,
may not have been quite what it is now back then, too.
Well, yeah, DNA and stuff has come a long way since back then, the
Yeah.
testing and stuff. So that's helpful because if they were ARD, you know what I mean? They can actually find out that they were. Back then, it was just your word against theirs, and that's it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They did do an autopsy the same day she died. Okay. Well, then if that's all they saw in her system was sleeping pills, who's to say that they didn't put it in her body and hold her mouth shut?
Who's to
You,
say that the autopsy doctor was not a close personal friend to somebody else?
true.
True.
See, there's so much corruption back then. You never know.
There's so many layers of it. That's why it seems like there's multiple parties, if not complicit, at least physically, they were in letting things happen the way they did.
Hmm. No, I don't think strangulation. I think more that somebody just held her mouth closed. Because you wouldn't see anything. You might see bruising on the lips, but I doubt it. I mean, I
I
don't
I
don't
know.
think she took the sleeping pills. I feel like they injected her with something. Maybe it's undetectable back in the day.
Sure.
Okay, yeah,
You think that's a possibility? Like they probably
maybe.
injected her with something to lower her heart rate, and like they would put you in a coma, but they gave you too much, so you eventually pass away.
So
Yeah, but
the
if they
the
go ahead.
CIA was experimenting with a lot of chemicals, um, truth serums and different things back in that time. So if in fact there was a government level involvement, or at least complicit, who knows what chemical they could have passed off that would leave a minimal trace that they could have
True.
injected, like you said, or put it in a drink even. Who knows? I mean, if they're doing international espionage stuff, government level, what they have access to,
Yeah, they could have, Lenita, you're right. And women were treated extremely bad back then as property. It's almost like they were worthless or whatever back then. But she showed that, she didn't even go to school for it or anything, I don't think. And she just became an actress right away.
Give you credit.
Wait,
That's what she was
now we're
going
gonna
to do, and
have
she did it.
the song portion of the show.
No,
Let's go. Do it like Britney Spears.
no, that's an insult to her.
She
Happy
was gonna.
birthday, Mr. President.
It does sound like Brit. Yeah, so that was also the famous dress. Look at Kim Kardashian. She lost what, 30 pounds or 20 pounds to get into that dress, and she wore it on the red carpet thing. No, not the red carpet. What's it called? The show. Oh, what the hell's it called?
Met
I
Gala.
forgot. That's it. She wore it on the Met Gala. She had a dress made that looked like it to go there, and then I guess she changed into it at the gala. And
Mm-hmm.
she actually got into it, which is shocking. With her ass, I don't know how she fit in that dress, but she had to lose a lot of
Um,
weight. It was a conspiracy thing too with that. Not conspiracy. They were
AI.
they were putting her down for doing it. Hmm?
I
You
said
say
AI.
AI. But it
You're,
just
you're
goes to
impersonating.
show we're in 2024 and she's still relevant all these years later. My God.
Hmm.
Even if it's just a dress on a Met Gala. She made a
Exactly.
big impression.
And a career that she created for herself.
Mhm.
It's incredibly sad that she went through everything that she did, but she also accomplished a lot while she was here.
Yeah, I mean, they still sell pillows and blankets and, different things for decorating your house and your glam room that have her. I almost bought a thing with her, a big picture. Remember, honey? There's a
Yeah.
picture of her, and I almost did it for a glam room, and I was like, no, but I almost did. And then her makeup too. I think she put Vaseline on her face, and it had. I don't know if it made it. I can't remember. Stay longer or something. She used to have a makeup routine that was very interesting.
Hmm.
I have to look that up.
Oh, they could have put chemicals in the makeup.
Oh yeah, they could have been poisoning her for years. She always seemed like you know. She was drugged up a
I
lot.
think she played off on that because Anna Nicole Smith used to do the same thing.
Well, yeah, the dumb blonde, that sells, acting like a little girl and talking like this. And men loved it. They ate it up. And I'm like, why are you liking this, men? You have a problem if you're liking a little girl voice.
I dropped my pencil.
Yeah. Oh, I had to pick that up. Oh, please. You guys are so gullible, man. You'll give money to
Oh,
anything. Come
not
on
this
now.
version.
I have pics of her in my gym along with James Dean. James Dean was cool as hell. He was cool. He was a cool dude. And he was what, 27 too? And then he went off the cliff. I'm pretty sure he was 27, part of the 27 club. Can't talk. Refresher.
Yeah.
All right, so are we done with Marilyn? You want me to jump to the next thing?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna jump because it's gonna take a minute anyway, so you could still talk about her. This is a good one.
Yeah. So this is the reason why there's so many conspiracy theories about her, though, is that there's no way to have all the information you need to make that informed decision.
Yep.
It's just too big.
Well, this next person we're talking about, it is not a conspiracy thing with her. There's actual proof on this one.
Yeah, my switch got flipped on this one.
Monty, leave me alone. Okay, guys, I don't know who watched it. I told you in the live earlier to check this out. Did anybody watch it on Hulu before we started this live? Probably not. They're all probably like, damn, I don't have Hulu. But tell me if anybody in the live knows even who this woman is. And then I'll show you the trailer for the Hulu video and a creepy ass video with that. They said she was on the bed. Oh, we're talking about that still. Nudes on the 4th and found her in the morning of the 5th. Gotcha. Wow, you're in episode 3. Okay. So Sue's watching it. You don't have Hulu.
Okay, I just watched this. I believe she did it. Her body language does not match her answers. Her head says yes, but her answers no.
Yeah.
Candy, I agree.
Watched it on 2nd episode. Awesome. Okay. Okay. So I mean, there's not really any spoilers. Watch it. Keep watching it. I'm gonna show you the trailer for this and you'll see what it's about. It's just interesting the way it goes. You'll see it. I'm gonna start it. And again, there's a delay, so give us a minute. I'm gonna put it on now.
Mariota.
And I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna try pausing it and see if I can start it when they see it. Tried that the last time, it didn't work, but we'll try. Definitely watch it. It's just, I don't know. It was very interesting. It wasn't her mother, it was her boss, her ex-boyfriend's mother. So, ex-boyfriend's mother. All right. All right. You guys see it on the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Oh,
right,
yeah.
I'm going to press play. Let's see if we can all see it together at the same time. We'll try it. I doubt it. Here we go. And guys, be quiet. You know, Carolina hubby. Here we go.
Did you kill Mary Yoder?
Sorry. No, I did not kill Mary Yoder. So it was a normal day until Mary started getting sick. No one really knew what was happening.
Her eyes just looked terrified. In less than 48 hours, my mom went from her healthy self to having died.
This is a mystery. How did she die? They begin to do this autopsy.
It's just screaming, toxin, toxin, toxin.
Did somebody intentionally do this to her?
When the test came back, I thought, yeah, holy, are you kidding me?
I had dated Adam. I was scared of him. It changed the way I see the world.
She was really afraid for her life.
I do think Bill could have killed Mary. His wife died in July, and in November, he was dating his sister-in-law.
There was nothing in the world that was making sense at that point.
Caitlin Conley was guilty as sin. Are you okay?
This girl thought she was smarter than everybody else. But there's another side to Caitlin Conley.
Well, I'm not buying this little Miss Innocent game.
Sequoia's a very small town. Everybody knows everybody.
My garden club is very divided. People think she's innocent. I think she's guilty.
Never heard of a case like this. Maybe a thriller.
It was pure evil.
We weren't quite sure what was coming next. I know it wasn't me. Sorry. So, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Little Miss Innocent. Passion, poison, prison.
Did you kill Mary Yoder?
Okay, did that work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're not done yet. No, they're not done yet. Sorry. Is it done now? I hate this delay. I freaking hate this delay. Okay. Okay, watch, guys. I have the next video up. Just watch this again because I could see this 100 times. Her reaction is insanity, okay, when she's asked this question. So here's the snippet from what you just saw, just a snippet. Ready?
Watch, guys.
Watch, watch, watch. Here we go.
Did you kill Mary Yoder?
Sorry. No, I did not kill Mary Yoder.
Wait. Is it playing on their side? No, watch.
Brooke said it's good. Kim says it's good. Princess Nessa said it's frozen.
I'm watching on my other device and I see when it's playing for them. And it takes it's a delay. Yes, done. There is no delay. Wait, did you see it? I'll do it again. Because I can watch this a million times. She's so freaky. Let's watch it again. Here we go.
Did you kill Mary Yoder?
Sorry. No, I did not kill Mary Yoder.
Loss of eye contact.
Honey,
Can't focus.
they didn't see it yet.
They did see it. It played.
No, it's playing again. There's a huge delay. You guys don't know. I'm looking at my other device and I'm seeing the delay. It's huge. Okay. All right, let me jump it back now. All right, yeah, we need to discuss this chick. See, I just clicked it back to the other scene, and it's still not on their side yet, so I have to figure out why that is and if I can fix that. But anyway, guys, yeah, what'd you think? Why laugh exactly? I
Yeah,
played it twice just to make sure you guys saw it.
total creepiness.
No, there is delays. I have my other device. I see it. It's a huge delay from when I click it on my side. So, honey, you keep saying, look at her eyes. What is she looking at? Was that when she first laughed? Like, it was weird because I was looking at her eyes and they were like in two
No,
different directions.
she was in my eyes, she was clearly caught off guard by the question, like she didn't expect it to be asked. And then she stared off camera at someone and freaked out and lost her shit. And then she recomposed herself. That's when the laugh got really weird. And then she went blank faced, answered. But the second she finished, she turned away from the camera with her eyes. No eye contact. No.
Okay, so when you guys see, if hopefully you all can see this, if you don't have Hulu, you might be able to, if you have a Fire Stick and you have Kodi, and you download the shit, you know what I'm saying? If you do that, you'd be able to see this too. So try to see this because in the actual documentary, after she says that, what was it, honey? Remember they asked her that and she had a breakdown and she started hyperventilating. She couldn't breathe and she was like, oh, remember?
Yeah.
It was after she was asked that question.
I
I'm pretty sure.
again, I think she lost her shit, and she covered for it by feigning that she was upset about the flip side of it.
I just think she's a terrible liar.
Okay, so here's the thing. We got to get into it because people don't know what the hell we're talking about. So with this girl, she started dating the son, okay, of this woman. The woman you see on the screen right there, the blonde, that's the mother's. That's who she unalived. So she started dating the son. The son was very clingy. In this documentary, you're going to see he says, I love you. I love you. He wrote it on this thing like how many times? He seemed obsessed with her a lot. And she said that's why she was very nervous. And she said that's why she kind of broke up with him because, well, she even accused him of our.
Your audio dropped.
Yeah, her audio dropped. Give us a second.
Just lose connection.
You're back.
You're back.
I just lost connection for a second. What the hell happened there? That was weird. Okay. Everybody's here, right?
I'm
We
here.
didn't lose chat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, we're here, right? Can you see us and hear us?
Yes.
I hope so. Okay. Damn it, I was getting right into it. Where the hell was I? Okay, so he wrote it like 50 times. Are we good? Ashley's saying Nikki down, so I don't know if we're good.
No, you're good. It was just you dropped and then you came back.
Okay. So she was, he was obsessed with her. They had a relationship though for probably like a year, I think. I think that's what it said. Hubby, my memory's not great. So if you remember.
It sounds right. It was on again, off again. Didn't she say that he was sitting in his vehicle outside her house after they broke up too? Like really stalkerish kind of behavior.
Yes, and because he wanted her back and she didn't want to go back. She was like, "No." But she got a job in the chiropractor office of this woman. So this woman and her husband were both chiropractors and they had a business set up so the son and her worked there. But she said, "I'm not going to stop working here even though I broke up with him because it's my job, so she was like a secretary there. And the husband now, the husband was weird. He gave off kind of creepy vibes. And a lot of people said that too. So that's why they thought he might have had a hand in this, that he might have done it. And even me and my husband were watching, we're going, I think it's the husband. And then he ended up with the sister. What, 3 months after she died?
Yeah.
He started a relationship with this woman's sister.
Keeping it in the family.
I'm like, wait. So okay, so that's basically it.
In his
Go ahead.
interview, he said that it was essentially both of their griefs that brought them together.
Anyway, So that's what it is. It was a chiropractor's office. Those two were there.
I was gonna make a comment, but go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I said that her vagina was grieving and his penis was
Was it
consoling her
therapy?
vagina. Yeah. I'll make you feel better, baby.
Oh, dare.
Little therapy session.
Yeah. Free chiropractic work. But supposedly she was well loved. I mean, she was a very sweet lady. No, there was no reason to go after her. That's why we're like, why did the daughter, why did she want to unalive this woman? And the only thing that came up at the end was she just wanted to get back at the son because, go ahead, hubby, tell them what they found evidence wise and how she tried to pin it on the son.
Okay, so what they ended up figuring out, I don't know, these people are going to watch it. I'm going to tell the whole premise and...
Not tell it. They don't mind.
Well, okay. I mean, it's worth a watch anyway.
Oh, for sure.
But at different times, I thought everybody was possibly guilty. But yeah, so what happened was she was poisoned by a medication that you can only get through prescription. And they ended up finding this prescription bottle of this medication under the seat in the son's truck, but only because they received an anonymous letter stating that if the mother turned out to have died from this prescription medication, that it was the son's fault, and they could find the medicine in his truck.
Under his seat in his truck.
Exactly where to find it, the letter. But it was anonymous. So they go and look, and sure enough, there's the medication underneath the seat. Well, eventually they end up getting it tested, and it's actually got her fingerprints on everything.
Her DNA.
She admits to sending the letter.
Yes. They asked her in the interrogation, and she admitted to sending that letter. And then that's when they tested the bottle for DNA to see, and it was her DNA on it.
And sure enough, yeah, it was hers, not his. Yeah. But
yeah, what's that drug used for,
too.
honey?
What's
that drug used for?
It's used for gout, primarily.
Gout. Can you get him out of the room, please? I don't want to hear us tap, tap, tapping and... That's Nicholas, by the way, guys. It's driving me nuts. I can hear him, and it's like, nope, get him out.
And that was a guest appearance by our Papillon Nicholas.
So in the show with the documentary, she used to be very health conscious. This lady, what's her name again? Oh my God, I feel bad. I forgot her name. Mary, okay, was very health conscious, and she used to do like a protein shake and stuff like that, and she'd bring it into the office. That's how they think that got in there. That this girl did some drops of it, or the whole vial, or whatever the hell, and put it in her protein shake. So she didn't even know it. So Mary called her husband and said, "I am very ill. I'm coming home early." She was vomiting, diarrhea. She was really, really sick. And it was that same day. The next day, she went into the hospital, went right to ICU, and I think it was within, 2 days she died?
Yeah, when they admitted her, she was in multi-system organ failure, and looked like it had been going on for some time, at least a few days, and they knew it had to be a toxin.
And it's like this city, I don't know if Sue, did you say you've been to this city? I think I could have swore she said she saw that city before. Or where is it? It's not a city. What is it? A little town or something?
What do they call it? A hamlet or a town or...
Oh yeah, I saw that in the show. It's at Hamlet. But I forgot what I was gonna say. I saw Sue's name and I went right to Sue, and now I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Something about
It's definitely not a location where you would think of something like this occurring.
Yeah, small town. Yes. Oh, okay. So you've been there. So yeah, so everybody knew everybody's business and stuff. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The town is like split. Some are saying that she did it, and some people are saying she didn't. They're very split. But I'm like, how could you say this girl didn't do it when the DNA is on the friggin' drug bottle, and she admitted to sending the letter? At the end of the show, you're like, oh, she did it. She definitely did it. But in the beginning, you thought it was the guy. You thought it was not the son. I didn't think it was the son, to be honest. Hubby said, "Yeah, I think it's the son." I said, I don't think so. I really thought it might have been the husband
Well,
because
back
they
when
said that he was cheating on her with the sister. Remember?
when it was in on the TV, they were saying that there was a possibility the son could be involved and may have even asked her to do it and then retracted the offer or the want for it, and she did it anyway. There was a conspiracy that it was like we said, the husband. Um, but in the end, yeah, if you watch the way they wrote the screenplay, they make it very clear they feel that she's the one.
But there was no motive for the son to do it. He loved his mother. They didn't fight there
He
wasn't.
has, he has problems, but he wasn't he didn't have any kind of history of any kind of violence with anyone, or I believe there were some altercations with this girl, but outside of that, I don't believe there was any kind of history outside of being a loner and drinking too much, stuff like that, depression.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the sister. She had two sisters. I can't remember now. It's because one was shocked. Somebody was shocked that he went with her sister because supposedly they had a great marriage, that they were truly in love with each other. They never had any problems, and then boom, 3 months later, he's with the sister.
Yeah, that
Oh.
whole thing is weird.
But she is in prison for, I think it was 23 years. Why am I not prepared? Hubby, look it up. How long is she in prison for? She's getting out. She's going to be going for parole. He was definitely
He's
an
an
alcoholic.
alcoholic and a blackout drunk.
Yeah, I think his family is split too about it, trying to, not believing. A lot of people still don't believe she did it. Where would the DNA come from? Tell me, if she didn't do it.
So, and then the other piece of evidence we haven't discussed yet, which I don't know how I feel about it, is when they expanded the search to include the son, they took his computer, among other things, and on the computer drive, they found a backup of not his phone, but of hers. So a backup of her iPhone was on his computer. Within that, they found documentation and Google links that had been erased leading to the medication that was bought.
Which she bought with his credit card, wasn't it? In his name?
Yes.
See? It's crazy story. The husband dating the sister 3 months after her death is suspicious. That's what we said. We're like, come on. Did all of a sudden they spark up this thing? I guarantee he was cheating on her. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I doubt it. If he was that bold to do it, he's probably been a cheater the entirety of the relationship, so.
I mean, it could be because supposedly he would go on little trips, for a few days. Yeah, exactly. Little trips for a few days, and it's like, where'd you go, buddy? Exactly. He could have made the Hoogle. Yeah, that's a new search engine, guys. Check it out.
Hoogle? What the fuck?
Hoogle.com. Stu, you're drunk.
Let's go on Hoogle, guys.
Go to Sue's house. She's got the good shit.
At least somebody's having fun on Monday night. Damn.
Yeah, right? He was doing it before the death. Some said that he was, but then they said they found out he wasn't afterwards, and it was 3 months later. What are we supposed to believe, Come on.
There was several family members and close friends that said that they wouldn't have been surprised if it had been the husband.
See? They said he was creepy. Something about him was creepy.
Maybe doing his sister.
I mean, I swear I had an endocrinologist that was a woman and a man, right? They were a married couple. When I went, the guy was a creep. Nobody wanted to go to him. They wanted to go to the woman. She was just normal, but him, he was creepy and he gave off a weird vibe, right, honey? You know
Oh,
what I'm talking about. Yeah. So this kind of looked seemed like the same situation. When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, it reminded me of them."
mm, yeah, creepy,
This
creepy.
has got it all.
So the original sentence was 23 years, but I'm not entirely sure how many years she's been in now that she served.
Yeah, I don't even what when did this happen? Did it say? What year? I just happened to come across this on Hulu. I have no idea anything about this girl, and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting. Let's watch it." And bam, it just sucked us right in. We're like, "Ooh," because she's young, pretty. She doesn't look like she'd be a psycho, you know?
2015 was the poisoning.
Oh, 2015. Okay, it's been a while. Your spleen doctor is creepy. Oh no, that's
You
not
know how
good.
those spleen doctors are.
Yeah, gotta watch those people. Not touching my spleen. Get out of here.
Ain't letting you touch my spleen with a 10-foot pole.
We didn't prepare Carolina too much. Sorry, girl. I mean, I was just like
No,
so
you're
into it.
good.
We watched it and we're like, we want to talk about it. Couldn't
Yeah,
help it, especially that creepy laugh.
it was kind of, what are we going to watch tonight? I don't know. This looks interesting. Let's do some research to, okay, let's add it this week.
We're always spur of the moment shit.
It's getting into stuff.
So, okay, this is our two topics, guys. If you want to talk about anything in the chat, tell us, ask us questions, and bring us another subject if you'd like. That's what we're kind of going to do for the rest of this live. We're not going to stay on a full 2 hours because Carolina's got to go to work tonight.
Unfortunately.
Keeps picking frickin' Monday nights.
What? Just, you know.
It's okay.
I like to be consistent.
Me too. I do.
I like a routine.
It's hard to keep a routine nowadays, though. Too much shit happens. Screws you up.
Oh, if anyone's in Florida, I just want to say it quick. Stay safe. If you have to evacuate, evacuate. Milton's no joke. Just be prepared.
Exactly. I wasn't laughing at that. I just laughed at Mindy's comment. Yes, absolutely 100%. My father-in-law is down there. We're praying for him. He might be right in the middle of it. And it did go up to a category 5, guys. So hopefully it weakens and it doesn't get to that. But what?
It looks to be a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents are in Orlando. If it stays north, I mean, they're going to be impacted, but it's not going to be catastrophic, but they do live near a lake and my dad's being stubborn. He's not getting sand, old school. I'm not leaving my home.
That's what my father-in-law is doing.
And they don't want to leave. They were like, we're in Orlando, we're in, but it's like, that's a lot of rain. And it's been raining nonstop. So the ground is already saturated. So
yeah,
praying to make it out.
Prayers, guys, for
with
sure. And
no
keep
damage.
us updated in the Dead family. Go on Discord. Let us know you're all safe. Okay. Mark it down. Put Mark as safe.
Please,
Discord,
if you live in the
okay?
Tampa area, please leave.
Yes.
You guys are going to get annihilated.
If you can find a way, get out and be safe. Take care of your fellow man.
Yeah, help others, if you see people need water, food, whatever, just do it.
They
Just help out.
actually have on Amazon, they have a battery pack for your cell phone. It's solar, so it can charge with the sun.
Oh, nice.
And you can get that. They also have battery radios, like a crank radio online. Try to get as much as you can. Get to higher ground if you can't leave, really. Try to find a hotel. I know Orlando has a bunch. Get your gas, get your food.
Medications.
Medications, definitely. Make sure you're up on
Medications.
that.
If you have family members that that need a ventilator or they need power, make sure they leave. I think that's what happens a lot, where people who are medically disabled, they stay behind.
Yeah.
Where you can, gasoline generators, if you use them, move them away from the buildings. Figure out a way to make an enclosure, but do not use it inside.
Get your
Yes,
Tesla out of your garage so it doesn't catch your house on fire.
Oh, and make sure you turn off your power. So if your power goes out, make sure you turn off all your breakers so that way when they turn on all the power back on, your house doesn't catch on fire.
And so here's the thing. Those electrical systems are made to protect your house from voltage surges that occur from minor incursions in the line. When a large body of water hits a power plant or something like that, and it sends that shock back through that system, anything connected to it is likely fried. So if you have important stuff and you know the power is probably going to go out, it may not be a bad idea to take that stuff and keep it safe.
Yeah, unplug it.
Unplug it and wait until the power is on and safe, and know when the power does come back on. Sometimes there's power surges, and that can knock things offline too. So if you can, wait until you know you got clean energy coming in, especially for electronics.
Yeah.
All good advice. Very much so. Let me answer a question real quick, guys. Because I just looked and I see Lanita said, did we watch Monsters on Netflix about the Menendez brothers? Absolutely. We talked about that on the last live, actually. Highly suggest you watch it. The actors did a great job in it, but remember, it is not a documentary. Okay. So they did take liberties, with the story. If you want to watch the newest Menendez brothers documentary, it's right now, today. It just came out on Netflix. All right. So I'm going to suggest you to watch that because it's accurate. It's court, actual court of what happened back then. And it came out today. Okay. So I wanted to answer that. And then I saw somebody else.
You say
Go ahead.
documentary different for me.
What do you mean?
You say documentary and I say documentary.
Documentary. What do you
It
mean?
must be a New York thing.
Wait, how do you say it? Am I saying it wrong?
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe I'm saying it wrong.
Hubby, say it.
Documentary.
Okay, so he says like I say it. Is it a Jersey thing?
Man. I don't know, man. Now you make me question myself. I always say documentary. I always say documentary.
So you would think I would know the answer to this, but how do y'all spell cemetery?
How do
Do you spell
cemetery?
it T-E-R-Y or T-A-R-Y?
E. Cemetery. Cemetery.
Depends on where you look at it. It's spelled differently.
Where you look at what? Where the hell are you looking at it?
All the research you've had me doing for places and stuff, that some of it's A-R-Y, some of it's E-R-Y.
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen E. I've only spelled it E.
Cemetery? Cemetery?
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
T-A-R-Y instead of T-E-R-Y.
Oh, my Lord.
The
Yeah,
English
cemetery.
language is a fickle language.
Anyway.
So I agree, it's with the E.
I'm
Everybody
trying to
agrees
tell
with
you
me.
the damn difference between a
Oh,
documentary.
Brooks says A-R-Y.
No, it's not A.
See?
It's E. If you sit there and put it in a spell check thing, it spell checks it to E-R-Y. So is that wrong?
Let me try.
Oh my God. Google pronunciation of freaking documentary now. Got me all thinking, but is that a New York thing?
I think Carolina just says the tail part of the word, the suffix portion, a little bit faster than we do.
Documentary.
Just makes it sounds different.
Documentary.
She's still checking on
Documentary.
it. Yeah.
You
Put
just
it
say
on
it faster.
tonight. Honey, I'm trying to tell Lisa.
Sorry.
Watch the one that came out tonight. Okay, watch that one before you watch the other one. For entertainment value, watch the Monsters one. That's entertainment value, though. So, I say documentary. Yeah. I'm saying it right.
Documentary.
Yeah.
It's not mentary.
That's more like the proper English, like in England.
See? I told you it corrects it.
Whatever.
Oh, my Lord. Any other questions?
Alexa says it. No, stop.
Oh Lord, you're making mine go off.
With the long A. Mine went off. Sorry.
Girl,
Sometimes
you're
it
not supposed
doesn't
to say
catch.
that bitch's name. Go ahead.
So the Echo Dot. I'm just gonna say that because mine's not
There you go.
programmed to Echo. Says it with the long A.
It says what?
Cemetery.
Oh,
Hmm.
it said,
Which would be spelled with an A.
or special.
Documentary. Now you make me.
Documentary.
Documentary. But
Documentary.
Document.
Well, then how do you say documentaries with an ES? Say it like that.
Documentaries.
Jesus, you say it super fast. That's
Is it
why.
fast? You know,
Documentaries. Documentaries. That doesn't even sound normal.
Carolina, is Spanish your first language?
English.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because no, the Spanish language is spoken faster than English.
Well, I mean, we're Dominican, so Dominicans speak fast, yeah.
Yeah.
You roll your R's and shit. I had a spirit do that on Spirit Chat today. I said, "Oh my god, he sounded sexy." He rolled his R's.
Ay,
It was cute.
caramba.
Oh, baby. You're trying to do some foreplay with me. I know what you're doing. So earlier somebody mentioned Debbie does dishes. Yeah. Did you guys watch that? I mean, we can't get into super detail because I don't know if we're gonna get, in trouble over here.
Is that a
But
porn?
Burl, you didn't watch it, did you, Carolina?
No, that sounds like a porn. Debbie does the dishes.
You're exactly right. And it was Monty's top pick. Okay? Go watch it. You will never watch anything that Monty says again once you watch it. It is the worst.
This is the TPP, Monty's TPP top porn pick.
Oh God. Dork. But yes, it was bad.
Oh, you know what? That makes sense though with the documentary thing, because in Spanish is documentario. So
See, you're saying it wrong.
documentario. I don't know. Whatever.
Who watched it? Come on, I want a show of hands on who watched that show. Very curious. You can admit it. Don't worry.
Debbie does the
Don't judge.
dishes. Is it like a lesbian thing?
No. She did everything but the dishes. Okay, every one and everything but the dishes.
Including a vacuum cleaner salesman.
Yeah, and a vacuum.
Merriam-Webster says it like me. Okay. I wonder how many words in the English language we all say differently, like pronounce differently. Like I know in the East Coast, we don't say route, we say route.
No, we say route.
You guys say route?
Yeah, we don't say route. What the hell's a route?
The same thing.
Route. No.
Route 1 and 9.
Don't you know Route 66? That's a famous highway.
But we say route. We don't say route.
66?
Yeah.
Guys, in the chat. Come on. Is it route or route? Route 66. Don't they even have a song called Route 66?
I guess where it depends where you're from. Don't judge me.
You can get your kicks on Route 66.
Right? I think that's how you say it. Because if you said Route 66, it wouldn't sound right.
I say it like Carolina.
How about roof?
Roof.
Roof.
Roof. Don't they say rough or something like that?
In Boston, maybe.
To me, that's a dog talking.
See, I say the same way as Caroline. I say it's route, but I say route.
You didn't watch it? She said, I'm a prude, so I didn't watch it. What's wrong with you? You don't have to be. You believe me, you're not going to get excited by it. You're going to laugh your ass off, if anything. You're going to be bored, and you're going to laugh at this. Debbie does dishes. Trust me.
80s.
It is
How
extreme
to use
80s.
kitchen and utensils in many ways.
Joan. Yeah, it's just another lesson not to listen to Monty's picks. Let's not do that.
Coffee. How do you guys say coffee?
Coffee. Coupon.
Coffee.
Not
Coupon.
coupon. She's saying coupon, I bet. It's coupon.
No. Coupon here.
Yeah, roof.
Yeah, roof. So it's what on top of your house. Rough is what the dog says.
Exactly.
Or it's how you like
Exactly.
your sex. One of the two.
How did we get on
Coupon.
this conversation?
I don't know, because there's nothing else to talk about, so might as well.
We went through our topics. Hey, we did an hour
A
of
normal
topics.
way. Coffee. Coffee, yeah. That's how we say it, coffee. I don't know.
Could go
He's
for
in with you again, isn't he? I hear his little tapping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He probably has to go pee-pee.
Oh, he's already been out. Now he can tell time. He knows it's got to be close to 8 o'clock, and that's when he gets his medicine.
Hear him? Tap, 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 tap.
He's impatient.
I say coupon like Nikki. Coupon.
Yeah, but Madison, you're from New York, aren't you? So you should
Okay.
sound like us. Well, unless you're up by the Bronx.
I mean, what about Caribbean? Some people say Caribbean. I say Caribbean.
Caribbean. I say Caribbean.
So, are you going on a cruise in the Caribbean, or are you eating Caribbean food?
Caribbean food.
Caribbean or
Yeah.
Caribbean?
Well,
Caribbean.
they do say Caribbean cruises.
They do.
Yeah. You're right. The accent challenge on Discord. What do you mean the accent challenge? Or just have people come up and say, Dottie, you would win. She's got a thick accent.
I like Dottie's accent, though.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. Some bother me.
Some Southern accents, if they speak really fast, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Can you repeat?
Believe it or not, the most difficult accent I have ever heard is Australian. Now, yes, they are speaking mostly the same English that I speak, but they talk really fast and they tend to say phrases after what they say. So, in other words, they would say, yeah, I have a bottle of water. Here you go. And you say, thanks. And there would be no answer needed, but they would say, I know, right? I know, right?
I know,
so
right?
They say that after everything. So I went on a drive. Yeah, I know, right?
Or like
and I was driving
Canada.
down the road. Yeah,
A.
I know, right? Yeah, like the Canadians A from the 80s. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Were you talking to Boot?
Boot.
A boot. I can't understand British people a lot of times. When I'm watching those shows, I'm like, what the hell did they just say? There's a lot of it that's hard to understand.
I don't have an accent, Mindy says. I think it's just if you go around other people, they'll probably point it out. Like people point out my Jersey accent.
She was from Alabama. Do I sound like you? People keep saying I sound like Alabama.
No, you don't sound like you're from Alabama.
How do you say it? Tell me how you say it. I'm from Alabama. Carolyn, I don't see any of your freaking emotes. I just see a whole bunch of shape. What is it? Shape face
Fuchsia flowers.
flower?
It'll load after a while.
Oh, don't put those up so much, Carolyn. It's too many. She's addicted to emotes.
I don't have an accent.
I thought
my accent really comes out when I'm mad.
Don't start. You know with the trolls how I sound.
My ass.
Oh, yeah, your Italian definitely comes out when the trolls get you going.
You see me did freaking, what was it, yesterday, that bitch? I'm like, who you think you are asking, telling you need proof from my followers or from me? Get your ass out of my room.
Ass out of my room. See, that's a New Yorker right there. That's swag.
I don't hear it. No, I thought you said you were from New York at least once, Madison. I could have swore you said you lived there or something. I could have swore you did. Maybe I got the wrong person.
Nikki does not sound like a Bama folk.
I don't know how to do it.
No, Brooke, you do have an accent.
He has a little one. Monty has a stronger one. Because
Yeah,
I think because
he
he's on the border of Kentucky, he's
Yeah,
stronger
too.
accent.
Do you what?
Wow, you sound just like Monty. I don't have an accent. I hate my voice. I can't stand my voice either. People are
Where's
like, "Oh
Monty?
no, I love your voice." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
Be like, do something, bitch. Do something. That's
I don't
Jersey for
sound
you.
like that.
No,
That's
no, that's
you.
how we sound.
Oh, I was gonna say.
So Jersey has two accents. So you have the Northerners, like if you're central and above, depending on where, you take on the Northern New York accent. And then if you're more south, it's more Philly. So there's a difference.
Mm.
Hmm.
Like with us, there's a huge difference between New York City and then you go upstate or central. It's so different.
Yeah.
And I get a mobster voice, but again, that's because I'm full-blooded Italian. Now, if you hear a New Yorker that's a mixed breed over here, they're gonna not sound anything like me when they get pissed off. They're gonna just sound,
Jerk off.
yeah, they don't sound like me, that's for sure.
That's
It
like
come
a thing that Italians say in Jersey. You jerk off. Don't be a fucking jerk off.
Don't jerk off. How many syllables are in the word dog? Huh?
Dog. One.
Yeah, one. What? Dog?
Dog.
Maybe she's thinking dog. See, that's how they sound in
Oh.
Jersey. Dog.
No, we don't say it like that. Dog. Dog. Like you have a dog.
You
That's
just
it.
said it like that.
Dog.
She said we don't sound like that, and she said it exactly the same way.
Dog.
Did she not?
I don't say
Dog.
dog.
Dog. You're saying dog.
Oh, whatever. Whatever, Nikki.
Whatever.
The Valley girl is like this. I'm gonna get
Whatever.
my Starbucks and my refresher. Some
She
Chipotle.
sounds just like Kim Kardashian. That's
But that's
sick.
how they sound like in California. They speak slower. They have
And they
like a
drag out their last word
yes, they
every
do.
time. Do
Mm-hmm.
it.
I
Do
wonder
do
if it
Kim
has something to do
Kardashian.
with their intelligence level.
Yeah, maybe.
I lost my earring.
That's it.
God.
That's Courtney.
They drag everything out, everything they say at the end of the sentence, they drag it out. And then
You
they
get
put a
mad at
line
me,
at the
huh?
end.
Honey, you get mad at me when I do that. You're
Oh,
like, "Oh,
God.
you sound like a California girl." I don't know when I do it. I don't even realize it.
The girl in that show we liked, the town, Schitt's Creek.
It's Creek. Oh, yeah. David.
David.
He can't stand her. He hates
Oh
listening to
man,
her.
that character just, there's just some characters in shows that they're so good at being that mean person or that annoying person or annoying Urkel, that thing that gets to you. You feel it. It's not just something you're seeing and laughing at. You're like, oh
Yeah.
God, I couldn't stand to be in a room with that person that they're
Yeah.
portraying right now.
It makes
It's
you
like
cringe.
it's like Joffrey in Game of Thrones. Like,
Mm.
I hate that kid. I've never met him before. I wouldn't know who he was if I saw him in public, but I hate him because of that character. He
You
played it
remember him?
so well.
Caroline, you saw it, didn't you? Game of Thrones?
I love Game of Thrones, yeah.
You know who he's talking about, right?
No,
Joffrey?
Joffrey, yeah, the little
The king, the
little
little
spawn of
king?
Satan. He's like, I am the king.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Kristen has a question, Carolina. Read it.
I have
What do you call a backup on the road? Because if an accident in the other side of the road, rubbernecking.
Uh-huh. What?
Rubbernecking. So when there's like an accident and then everybody and their mother is stopping and slowing down to go see it on the road and they're backing up traffic, we call it rubbernecking over here.
I've never heard of that term.
Mm-hmm. It's a term out here. Yeah, like this motherfucker's rubbernecking, man. Like just keep fucking driving. Because the accident's on the other side of the road and everybody's like slowing down to see it.
Huh.
Wasn't it like a old Elvis song, something about rubbernecking, about looking at women or something?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I never heard of this stuff.
I'll have to look it up.
I must be very sheltered.
Well, there's not a lot of with Elvis in the cemeteries, you know.
I think we all have
Yeah.
our friends.
How many times I've heard that? Go see Elvis. Go see Elvis. Get away
Oh,
from me.
rubbernecking. So they say it in Ohio too. Rubbernecking.
I've never heard of it.
Yep, it was a song by Elvis Presley. 1969.
Don't play it. We get copyrighted.
Well, I'm not.
That's all I need. I just got another strike on my freaking TikTok. I'm like, I'm so freaking done with you. I'm not going to be putting videos
Apparently
up for a while.
they changed their community guidelines. Now people are getting strikes from stuff that have been years ago. And they're
Uh-huh.
getting strikes.
That's what I'm getting. I am getting so many, and I said, forget. I have to stop posting videos for a little while over there because I'm just keep getting hit with strikes. If I get a few more, I'm going to lose the account over there. So if you guys want to see videos, watch on YouTube and I'll put them over here. But I'm going to take a break from TikTok videos. I have to. They're just really all over
They're
me.
like banning accounts like crazy.
And people can't subscribe to me. They said the link isn't working. I'm like, what? Now they can't subscribe. I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't know. She's like, did you take your subscription away? I said, no.
I
If you
gotta
come
check
in my
mine now.
live, yeah, they're canceling my subscriptions on people and not letting them resubscribe.
Taxidermist.
Oh, you have a reverb.
Honey, that's you.
Huh.
Better?
You're good.
I knew it was him. It's always him.
Nikki, you got to get out more.
I gotta get out more. I'm outside every day, girl.
Taxidermist? Dermy? I don't know. Dermy?
Taxidermist?
No, I don't tend to stuff dead things.
Yeah, that's
Oh
weird.
my God. Did you see the girl that had her cat frozen and then it
I
was
don't
sent to
know.
her house? And then
I can't do that.
she took it out of the freaking dry ice container or whatever and hugged it. And I'm like, wait a minute, does that mean you have to keep it in the freezer all the time? And when you want to take it out, you can hug it and kiss it and then put it back in the freezer? Because doesn't it thaw out?
I'm gonna love you and kiss you and hug you forever.
Until you melt.
Until you
I don't know
fall.
about that.
Then I'll put you back in the freezer.
E is how it's spelled on my street.
Yeah, my link isn't working, right? So if anybody needs to subscribe, you got to go into my live.
I lost my dead badge because it don't work.
You got to subscribe in the live. That's the only way to subscribe now.
Now
As
you
far
make
as I
me
know.
paranoid because now I have to see if my shit's working. And last time it worked.
I told you they're taking them away.
Because they're
I
suck.
lost a million subscribers because of it. It's like, go ahead, take it. You want it so bad, take it away. Whatever.
And call you George.
Well, even when you delete videos off of there, aren't they coming after you for that too, Nikki?
Yeah, as soon as I delete a video, it says you violated community guidelines. It's
By
my
deleting
video.
your own video.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful with that. You can't upload a video and then delete it and then re-upload it.
I didn't. I'm using the ones to advertise that I'm going live, and I use one from before, so that way there's no watermark on it or anything. And I use a fresh one, but then I delete it because I don't want people to think I'm going live at like 2 a.m. So I delete it, and it says you violated community guidelines. Like, okay,
That's
I can't
stupid.
win. I can't win anymore with TikTok.
You're not
I'm done.
you're not the only person. Somebody else was saying that they got their account banned and they had to start over because they just kept getting strike upon strike upon strike for no reason.
Yep.
And they're not even violating like really bad stuff. They just kept getting flagged.
But again, I know the politics of TikTok, and if you don't make them enough money or you don't contribute your own money to sit there and promote your shit, they don't want you. They don't want you there. And so they will hit you with strikes and they will try to get you banned and blah, blah, blah. And that's what they're doing to me. So that's why I love having this other platform.
I heard you have to private them and not delete them. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. My auto renewal was no problem. Well, I had an issue with my auto renewal. It kicked me off. I had to redo it. I had to complain to TikTok. I'd be like, you stupid bitches.
Okay, I get it now, Mindy.
No, it's a joke. Nikki's supposed to ask Mr. Nikki if he's a taxidermy. If he said no, then she tells him, "Well, damn, you could have stuffed my."
She says everything else super fast, but when she's reading something on the screen, it takes her 20 minutes to read it.
Well, she interprets it into English, into Spanish in her head, then back into English so she can say it out loud.
There you go. Hello, Lola. Hello.
Her name was Lola.
Oh, here we go. It'll be stuck in his head now all night. That's stupid. The TikTok is doing that. Yeah, it is stupid. What are you gonna do?
There's another Lola song. Whatever Lola wants.
Carolina, what do you want to do? 8:30? 15 more
Yeah.
minutes? Okay. 8:30. We'll do it tomorrow. I worry about you going to work.
I know. It's been 6 days back to back.
Wait,
tired.
Monty's going back on what he said. I watched that one. It wasn't the one I thought it was. My ass, Monty. You lie. You're saying it now because we're making fun of it.
La 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 Lola.
Honey, I'm gonna mute you in about 2 seconds. Just so you know. Just giving you a heads up.
Beautiful Lola.
I can't have songs stuck in my head, hon.
You can't see me, but I'm flipping off the microphone right now.
Oh.
That's a big shock, hon. Shocker.
Such a lovely couple. That's how you say I love you.
That is the way we say it. Trust me. Two sarcastic people. Yeah.
Lots of hallway sex going on. F you. No, F you.
Oh. I love you. Bye. Carolina needs a break. Actually, you think everybody needs a break.
No, I need a break.
You need a break.
I requested 2 days off last week because I went Tuesday and then Thursday for Halloween. I won't take my daughter out.
Oh shit. When is that?
Thursday.
Oh, that's coming up.
Yep, it's a Thursday.
I don't know, hon. Should we do it? Should I go in like a ghost costume and you take me around?
That would be funny. You gotta do the thing that we talked about, Nikki.
Oh,
I know.
When he's running around going like,
We have a plan. We might have to do a video, honey.
You're short enough. I'm just not sure how you're gonna hide the boobs.
I can hide the boobs under a big sheet. You can't see boobs. Gotta be a bigger sheet though. I think that would be funny.
Tic Tac bar. I need a Snickers.
I hear they really satisfy.
No, I'm really hungry at work. After like unloading pallets and lifting heavy stuff for like 3 hours, I'm like hungry by the time break comes. I'm like starving. Like I didn't eat anything all day. I'm like, my stomach starts growling. I'm like, God damn it. I up my protein. I started taking protein shakes and protein bars. That's been holding me off.
I was just gonna say you should try and add some kind of meat and cheese or something like that. At least get a little protein there. But the shakes.
Carolina, beef jerky.
No. Ew.
She hates beef jerky.
No.
Is
I'm
it
gonna have some
or a
tonight.
taste thing?
It reminds me of like dog treats.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of is.
Sort of, kind of, yeah. I assume it must taste better. I don't know.
You never had a dog treat?
No.
I could have swore you ate one.
No, I don't believe I did.
You sure about that?
Did you dare me to?
No, I probably gave it to you without you even knowing. It was when we first got married.
Oh, that's nice. News to me.
You love the pepperoni.
No,
I tried a bacon strip before.
Does it smell like bacon?
It does.
Does it? It does, right?
Does it taste like bacon?
It tastes like fake bacon.
Is it kind of like fake crab meat?
Yeah.
It's almost not quite.
It's just really salty.
Why'd you do that?
It was a dare.
A dare. Of course it was.
What does my daughter want to be for Halloween? She wants to be a plague doctor, so it's kind of like a Green Reaper type thing. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Why did my chat stop on this side? Hold on. I just took the chat away for a second. But on that side, we still. Oh, shit. I'm screwing everything up. There we go. I lost the chat. And I'm echoing. Ate dog food and a treat one time. Yeah, people do stuff when they're drunk a lot of times too. If you're dared. We were gonna do costumes for Dead Family, weren't we, this year?
Were we? We didn't speak
Yeah,
about this.
you guys mentioned it. Yeah. But it was a while back, but you
I
did
could be a
mention it.
skinwalker. I don't know. I'll make the noises and everything.
I think Nicholas would make a great shapeshifter.
Yeah, he is one. Giuseppe too. We'll bring them all in. Oh, I'd love to dress him up.
Carolina,
you
your
got
face
stuck.
froze like that. That was funny as
Your
hell.
face froze. That was fucking hilarious. Did you see it? Everybody see her face? That was so
No,
good.
I didn't freeze. Did I really freeze?
I swear to God, in the Bible, you froze just like that. I wish I could have freaking hit a
When your mom said that, she was telling the truth, Carolina. If you keep making that face, it's gonna freeze like that.
That was hilarious. Oh God.
I
She
gave
gave
my
her ex wet dog food. Ew. On purpose?
Good girl.
Right.
It's better than what I did.
Oh no, don't talk about the Visine. Are you talking about that?
No. Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? Yes. Tell him. Tell him. Go ahead.
I put eye drops in someone's drink and they drank it.
Oh.
Diarrhea for days.
No, it was bleh for days.
We used to have horses and an electric fence. My brother was in high school. He'd convince his friends to pee on the fence. Gross.
My
See,
brother
what's wrong
did
with
that to
people?
me once.
What?
Yeah. He worked part-time on the farm, and one day he said that nobody would do it and that they were afraid to, but he wouldn't tell me why, and he dared me.
Like a dumbass, you did it.
Of course I did. Instant regret.
Yeah.
Did it burn when you pee?
Listen, I didn't understand the physics and everything involved in electricity and water and all electrolytes and all of that at that time. Now I get it. I wouldn't be that stupid. I was quite young.
I used to be the one to make people do that. I was always daring people to do the shit like that. Nobody ever got me to do it.
I'd only do it once they either decided that I wouldn't, so I had to prove them wrong. Or if nobody else could do it, then I had to just to see if I could.
And were you the kind of person that if they double dog dared you, you absolutely had to do it?
With limits.
I mean, a double dog dare is like crazy. You have to do it.
I dare you to jump off the roof we're on is probably within limits, but I dare you to eat dog shit? No.
I don't know what's wrong with people. It just makes no sense. That makes no sense to me. Wait, I'm gonna try to switch you guys into a non-scene. I want to see if this works. Let me try something. I'm gonna play around here. Ooh, yeah. You guys want to see Carolina bigger? Woohoo! That looks cool as hell.
Extreme.
Oh, I love it. Let's see if you guys can see it on the screen in a second. Just the last few minutes.
No licking frozen poles.
I mean, do people really do that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I never did. Did you?
No.
Oh, did you?
No, but I offered to kiss a pole, and that still had the effect. Stuck to my lip.
Oh my God.
Mr. Nicky.
You're kissing poles. That's kind of scary.
Again, I was what, second grade, first grade, something like that. I was just the stupid tough kid that would do anything that nobody else would do, just to prove I could.
That's better, right? I like that. It looks weird that we have that screen up there, though. I don't know how to get that. I have to play around with this program a lot more. I think I'm doing pretty good though. We were able to transition. We got pictures up, videos up, so I'm working on it. I'm kind of just messing around on my own. I'm not like watching tutorials or anything. I'm just kind of messing with it.
Brooke, I know, right?
From A
All
Christmas
right.
Story movie. Yep. It would have been funnier if his wee stuck to it.
That was so funny.
Not
When they went to the Chinese restaurant. Rah, 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 rah.
And we get in trouble for shit like that nowadays. You can't get away with that shit
No,
anymore.
you cannot. Okay.
Mm-mm.
To be like, you guys are evil.
Yo, talking about that, Monty's movie, by the way, had some shit in it that you cannot get away with today, right, honey?
Oh my
Remember?
goodness.
Yeah. So if you watch that, you're gonna hear some stuff that, like I said, you can't get away with it today. You'll
Yeah.
see. Me and him were shocked.
Not to mention, I feel like that one actor may have had like skin color altering something or other on him,
Makeup.
makeup
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, he looked Mexican, maybe, or like he looked maybe he was
Like,
white and then they put the makeup on him to make it look like he was African American, and they actually used a slur kind of thing in the video. And I was like, "Whoa." And also what he did to her, she pretended she was sleeping. Okay? That is a violation and shit.
yeah,
If you see it, I can't believe that they put that out, but those were in the 80s, right? What that movie was 80s?
yeah, very terrible.
Holy shit.
Bust
I was
down,
offended.
Sally.
You watch it. Carolina, tonight you watch it. Look it up. You got to. You're gonna laugh is the thing. You have to at least
And
get
where do
some
you
laughs
watch
out of
this
it.
on?
Okay, so Google it, and it's Debbie, and then it's D-U-Z. So it's not D-O-S, D-O-E-S. It's D-U-Z, dishes. Debbie does dishes. D-U-Z. You'll see. It's on. It's on. I can't say everything on here. I'll get in trouble.
You probably heard Debbie Does Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was
Change
like
it
a
to
spin-off.
dishes. I don't know if it's a spin-off. That was weird. It's with Nina Hartley. She's still in the biz. She's older now, but she's still in the biz. And you sending before I finish. I'll put a picture on Discord of me and the Christmas story. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, Chris, definitely put it up there. Put in bullshit. I hope everyone has a great day. You too, Mindy.
Oh, thank you.
You as well.
Monty, put it in mod thing then. I will give it a second chance if there's another one you want us to watch. But dude, I'm telling you.
Blazing
not on YouTube.
Mattresses, is that a sequel to Blazing Saddles?
Mindy, it can't go on YouTube. What are you talking about? No.
It's
XXXXXX.
very X.
Very X. Just clear your history when you're done watching it. Put it on a private browser.
Nothing beats the delivery man here. It came with your pizza, extra sausage.
Oh yes, it will, Carolina. This one came with a Kirby vacuum cleaner salesman
With special personal attachments.
Yeah, and he had the last attachment, right? What was it, 29 or something, hun?
Yes, they were numbered, and he was the last attachment.
That movie was so bad. Oh God.
Oh no.
I found it this afternoon. Kelsey, let us know what you think. Hilarious. You're gonna
It's
laugh.
probably on YouTube.
No, dude, it's not. We told her it's not. You can't put that shit on YouTube. But anyway, what do we have? 1 minute? Yep, we got 1 minute. It looks like rain next 2 days, I told you guys, so I don't know what we're doing, but we'll see. Might even take a day off this week.
Do it.
Yeah, I might.
You need a day off.
Well, my mom likes to get out too. I like to pick her up and get her out.
Your mom's funny.
Yeah, she's a pain in my ass, just like I am in hers.
Is that with two Z's?
2, 3, sometimes 4.
Yes.
Thanks for okay, it's 8:30. We're gonna get out of here, guys. So thanks for hanging out. Next week we'll do another one, I hope, and new topics. If you guys think of any new topics, put it in Discord. Let us know what you want to talk about. We're willing to talk about anything at this point, guys. You know, as long as we don't get banned, we're good. So thank you, Carolina. Thank you, hubby. We will
Absolutely.
see you tomorrow, guys. Have a great night.